Hi, I'm Debbie.
And I'm Tim.
Welcome to Vintage Food Farm, or should I say, welcome to our favourite breakfast place this time. This is the second time we've been back here because we absolutely love it. So we accidentally came back to the fried rice restaurant because it's so good and we got a hankering for their soup. So Tim is going to get the beef noodle soup.
Beef noodle soup.
Is that just like plain beef noodle soup?
I don't know. I'm hoping it's.
Oh, it says beef noodle Vietnam soup. So it's like the.
This one.
Ah, this one.
I'm hoping it has offal, which isn't awful.
Alright, I am going to have the same thing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. But I really want some fried chicken as well.
So then do a fried chicken as well.
So we'll get 2 beef noodle soups.
Yeah.
And then we will get a fried chicken and rice.
Yes.
Yum. So excited. The chicken looks incredible. Hello, how are you? Could we get 1 beef noodle soup? Yep. 1 fried chicken
Yes.
and a lok lak. Yeah. With the egg, can I get it turned over?
Yes.
Yes, akun charan. Thank you so much. So I changed it last minute. Instead of the noodle soup, which I really, really wanted, I got the fried chicken and the lok lak because I want to taste it all. And I made sure I got my egg flipped over, so very excited. I'm starving. This is the problem when the food is so cheap. We just eat too much. Well, not that you're eating too much,
Yeah.
but
Well, I was going to say this is no longer a cheap beef, but it actually is.
Yeah.
Even with that, it's still going to be.
$6 or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. So this place is called the Fried Rice Restaurant, and it is across the road from the Russian market on the corner. And we are going to go back into the Russian market today because I'm going to get a couple more of the dresses, which were $6 each, and I really like them. So I'm going to get a few of those, and they're just for me to wear, like they're what I call my house dress or my farm dress, so that I've got something comfortable to wear at home. And what else are we going to do?
And we're going to go to Orosei Market and maybe get some baskets, and they've got some really good torches for the property.
So Tim still is looking for a torch. And I don't think we're going to get the baskets. I'm not sure. We'll see how much they are, just because they take up a lot of room. But we'll see. I really like
What
them.
about the wok?
Oh yeah, we've got to find a wok.
Yeah, so we get a wok. It's going to start with the basket.
Yep, so on our shopping list we still have baskets, torch, I want to get more of the dresses, and I want to eat more Cambodian food. So this lady's having a beef noodle soup. She did the Cambodian thing where she got a serviette and wiped off her chopsticks before she ate with it. So we've got our complimentary iced tea again, which is very refreshing. Akun charan. Oh, beef lok lak. So that is a very traditional Cambodian dish, beef lok lak. I always get my egg turned over. I don't mind a runny egg, but sometimes it's just a little bit too much. So it's got like a gravy. It's got heaps of Campot pepper in it, and it looks great. Ooh, so here's the lime and the pepper. So this is how you eat lok lak. You have your beef and your egg and your rice, and then you get a little dish of pepper and lime, and you squeeze your lime into the pepper, and then you take your chopsticks, and Cambodian style you give them a wipe, and then you take your beef and you dip it into the pepper and the lime, and then you eat it. So one of the things about Cambodia is the beef is exceptional, the beef and the chicken. So the really good thing, wherever you are, whatever you're eating, try and order beef or chicken because that is what they do really well. And you'll see the cows and the chickens everywhere through the countryside. So Tim is eating it Cambodian style with the spoon. Good?
Wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Yeah. And the lok lak is always served with green tomato and lettuce and onion. In Cambodia, they don't eat their tomatoes red, they eat them green, so they've got a tartness to them. But I'm going to stop and eat my lok lak dipped in lime and pepper, and I'll be back in a sec. So Tim has got Cambodian style beef noodle soup with some bean sprouts and some lime. So it's almost like a pho, but it is different to a pho. It's listed separately, and he's popping all of his bean shoots in. And I notice with this one you don't get herbs like you would with a Vietnamese pho. Good. So I have to taste test Tim's broth. That is so good. Oh, fried chicken. Yeah. And chicken broth. So, akuncharan. So the fried chicken comes with rice and with the broth and with a dipping sauce and some pickles. This is the best breakfast ever. Lok lak, fried chicken, beef noodle soup. One of the most underrated dipping sauces in the world is lime juice and pepper. And we bought a heap of canned hot pepper at the Orusi markets. And when we get home, we've got fresh limes. We're going to have dipping sauce of pepper and lime on everything. So whenever you get a chicken dish at this restaurant, you also get a bowl of beautiful chicken broth and some pickled vegetables as well. So next I'm going to try the chicken and the chicken broth. Start with the broth. Oh, really beautiful, really subtle, clean chicken broth. It's got some spring onion or chives. Actually, it's got chives in it. Chives and garlic. Okay, chives, spring onion and garlic. And then fried chicken. The chicken in Cambodia tastes so good. It tastes like chicken. Do you want to try the fried chicken?
Absolutely.
So good.
Is it marinated?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
So soft as
I
well.
would say marinated and then barbecued, not fried.
Wow. Amazing.
So that's it. That's our breakfast at the same place we came to the other day because we love it so much. So the lok lak in Cambodia comes in many different ways. Sometimes it has like quite a wet gravy. Other times it is drier. All of them are great. I should say not all of them are great. Some are better than others for sure, but whether they're wet or dry makes no difference. When it's wet, I think it's cooked in a very simple gravy with just oyster sauce and garlic. But then when you add the lime and the pepper to it, that is when it just comes to life. And when you've got the dry one, I think it's cooked in the same sort of seasoning, oyster sauce and garlic. Maybe they put some pepper in it as well. But then once you dip it into that lime and pepper dipping sauce, it just elevates it to crazy good. So the other way that people clean their chopsticks before they start eating in a restaurant, and mainly it's about the dust and everything that's in the air, grab a piece of lime and they just rub it on their chopsticks just to give it a little clean. And they do that after they've squeezed their lime into their soup. We definitely have FOMO. It's like every meal you feel like it's going to be your last, and it's so sad, but we've got many, many meals to go, but still. This will be the last time we come to this restaurant in Phnom Penh. So, a bit sad, but that's okay, we'll come back. Hello. And there's our thumbs up guy.
Hello. 28,000.
28,000, so what's that in USD?
$7.
$7. That's pretty good. For a soup, barbecue chicken, lokla, and 2 iced teas. Akun Charan, thank you so much. I just want to live in Cambodia. So we're just going to go back into the Russian markets and grab a couple more dresses and just have a look that there's nothing else there before we head over to Orisi market, Orisay market, tell me how to pronounce it, somebody, and buy a wok with a handle. We've got woks without handles and they're a pain, so we're going to get a wok with a handle.
Thank you.
Akun Charan, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Akun Charan. Ooh, look at that. Very good job. All right, so let's go into, I'll just put my wrist strap on so that my camera doesn't go walkabout, or if it does, I'll go with it, which is what you want on a busy road. Okay, so let's walk into the traffic confidently and steadily, no sudden movements. I will say I have actually been hit by a bike on this road a few years ago. Not badly, but it happened. So all the theories about just walk and close your eyes, keep your eyes open. Okay, so now we've got to find my dress lady. Ooh, wraparound skirts, they're pretty cool. Oh, this whole shop's pretty cool. I lost my vintage Food Farm hat in a tuk-tuk last night, so I might need to get another one, or I've just pinched Tim's cap. And that's 3 dresses is $6 each, so that's $18 for 3 dresses. Akun, thank you so much. Thank you. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, how you going?
Yeah. But you want more?
Yeah. The black one.
How many you want?
2. And I want one of the colourful ones as well.
So 45 minutes ago we came in to get one dress.
Oh well.
Maybe a slight exaggeration.
Tim loves shopping. I love shopping in Cambodia. I hate shopping in Australia. I love shopping in Cambodia. So we just went back to the hotel to drop off all of our stuff. The Russian market was very successful. The quality is really good. Whenever I buy dresses, I buy 1 or 2 to start with and wear them and wash them, and then I know whether to go back and get them if the quality is there. So I look at the seams, I look at the hems, I look at the quality of the fabric. I always try and get cotton because that is much cooler in far north Queensland and when you're travelling. I don't actually go clothes shopping ever in Australia. I usually just buy my dresses when I go overseas, and apart from vintage food farm merch, that is all I wear. So now we're off to the Orasi markets, to buy one of the last things on our list, which is a wok.
No, it didn't really take 45 minutes.
Oh yeah, and it didn't take 45 minutes at all. It took about 15 minutes once a year.
Including the waiting time.
Including the waiting time, yeah. Because the lady had to go back to her house because I got a heap of colourful dresses, but I also wanted just some black for travelling. So she had to run back to her house, which was not my fault, and get the black dress and then bring it back. So 15 minutes, I think that is completely acceptable. Tim's obsessed with the Cambodian sandwich shop. Every meal he's like, let's go get a sandwich, let's go get a sandwich. What's it called?
Phnom Penh.
Phnom Penh. Cambodian baguette sandwich. He wants it every single meal.
Really good.
So from our hotel to the Orasi markets is, and not only am I butchering it every time I say it, I'm butchering it differently. But it cost us $1.50 in a remorque, which is the bigger tuk-tuk, which has more open air around it. So it's nice and cool, and it's also bigger, and it has these racks on the side so that it is a little bit harder for someone to reach in and grab the camera if they wanted to, or the phone. But from the hotel to the markets and to most places that we go that are just within the Phnom Penh area, works out to be $1.50. So you really don't need to worry too much about going back and forwards. If you've got heavy shopping, take it back to your hotel and do yourself a favour. The other reason that we use Grab all the time is that we can put a card in on the app and we don't have to use cash. So what that means is we know the price exactly, because of the Grab app, how much it's going to cost us to get anywhere. We have a card in there so we don't have to pay cash, which makes it really easy. And you can also make a tip as well on the app if you want to. But you know exactly where you're going, you know how much it's going to cost. You're not fumbling around for cash, so it's a lot more efficient. The drivers don't seem to mind. And if you do want to leave a tip, you can do that on the app as well. And the other thing is to rate them, and unless something is really bad, always give them a good rating because they are working very hard to survive. Most of them will have these cards in them, or they'll have it in the roof, and that is like just a card of tourist destinations and main places to visit in whatever city it is you're in. Like we're in Phnom Penh right now, so we can get into just about any tuk-tuk and point to where we want to go, and they will take you for either a tour around the whole of the city, or you can go and see specific places. There's some beautiful wats and museums and government buildings and parks. Really, really beautiful places to see. So far in Cambodia, we've lost 2 Stay Calm in the Farm vintage food farm hats out of the back of tuk-tuks, and we've saved them a few times as well when we've lost them. So I think next time I'm going to put some like hat elastic around it or something. So 2 Stay Calm hats are floating around Phnom Penh. I just want to see somebody wearing them. So we're coming up to the Arusi markets. So you'll notice that we do not much shopping in Siem Reap. In Siem Reap we mainly do eating, of course, and sightseeing and learning about the food and the markets and all that sort of stuff. But we don't buy a lot of stuff. We find that there's better stuff to buy in Phnom Penh. Oh wow, look at those baskets. Look at that sort there.
Yeah.
I may have been lying that I'm not going to get baskets. We'll see. Look at this. So some baby chickens, pullets for sale, and then some more pullets. So we're about to get run over. That was a close one. Nearly got squished by a van. There's not many rear vision mirror cameras around here, so don't expect that people will see you. Ooh, look at this guy's got a big bowl. Cambodia, yeah, nice, nice. Torches. Okay. So this guy has bought himself some barbecues which look amazing. Oh, he hasn't bought them, he's delivering them. So he's delivering them to the kitchen shop. Look at the size of that one, that is huge. That'll be so heavy. More woks, more barbecues, more mortar and pestles. Wow, look at the size of these woks. So we are looking for a wok with a wooden handle, like that one. Like that one?
Yeah.
That one's good with the hook on the end of it as well.
Yeah.
How much are the woks? Yeah. $4.50. Oh, $40. Oh. Yeah. 45,000. What's that? $11. Yeah. Akun Charan. That looks pretty good. So Tim is just measuring it. We've measured how wide our suitcase is. So he's just making sure. Your hand's getting black?
Yes.
Okay, so that looks like a damn fine wok.
It is, but it's a little bit too wide. It's quite heavy too.
Is it?
I feel that.
Yeah, but heavy's good.
Yeah.
So is there one that's slightly smaller? Okay, we'll just, it's a good size. If we can get it really hot on wood fire. Apparently that's how you cook on a wok, sorry. So we're right in everybody's way here. And it doesn't help when Tim's pretending to cook and people are getting frustrated.
I'm impressed.
Yeah. Could it go on an angle with clothes all in it if we washed it?
Try it, yeah.
Like it's a good size. So this is $11.50. $11.
Yeah, there.
11 US.
Yeah. Do you want that one?
I think so. I think let's not muck around.
Yeah.
It's got a hook on it so we can hang it. There's these ones here.
No, this is good.
This is good. Okay, so Tim's picked his wok. Yep. Oh, it is very heavy. So heavy is good. She knows he's got dirty hands. Kuncharan. Oh, no bag. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh. We're going to get black all over us. I know you don't want a bag.
Okay. This is another cool thing, but I've already bought them, is you can get little baskets to dip your noodles, your vegetables, your meat into your soup. So Tim knows where the torches are. He said go straight down here and turn left. We've literally got a full setup of a Southeast Asian kitchen outside on our deck. So we're just getting little bits and pieces now when we travel, not too much, and we're very specific about what we get. The seeds that taunt me, because we can't take them into Australia because they don't have a botanical name on them. Oh, the whole seed section of the Aussie markets. Oh, hammocks, Tim. So these are all hammocks. These are pretty cool. Hello. How much are those?
$4 big.
So you can get a...
One $3. This one big one.
Oh, this one's a big one. So whenever you buy a hammock, you look at the if it's tied or if it is welded. And this one is tied, so that's a good thing. You don't get one of these ones where it'll fall apart. Do you want to get a hammock?
Yep.
So is that $4 for that hammock?
Big.
Yep.
2.
Can we get 2 big ones? This big too?
Yeah, big the same.
Same colour.
Oh, same colour. Can we?
Same colour.
Yeah. So we're getting 2 hammocks.
We don't want to put them in this bag, do we?
No, they'll get black.
Black.
Yeah. Oh, no. I'll just, yeah, akun charan. $8 for 2 hammocks. And we can either hang them in a tree in a cool shady place in the yard, or we can put them on the veranda. Best $8 ever spent, I say.
Sabsabai.
Thank you, Sabsabai.
Yeah.
Yay, hammocks. So even though I just said we stick to the list, a hammock was loosely on a list and has been actually for a couple of years. If we found one at the right price that was tied and not plastic welded. So if it's tied, you can fix it in a heartbeat with another piece of string. But if it's welded, it starts to get really messy and they're not as strong. So always use the ones that the tuk-tuk drivers use, because you know they're not going to waste their money. And $4 for a hammock is an absolute bargain. And that was without us even haggling, because sometimes if something's $4 and it's worth a lot more than that to us, we just pay it. Oh, torches. So we also need to be aware. Oh, look at this. Yum. Banana flour. So we also need to be aware of our weight as well. So we bought the dresses, we bought a wok, we bought some hammocks. So we need to be very careful that we don't go overweight. But we came with next to nothing, and we came with an empty suitcase. Is that rechargeable?
Yeah.
So is it not rechargeable?
Yeah.
So it's a rechargeable battery in it?
Yeah. But you recharge through the
Cord?
yeah. Charges there.
Yep, awesome.
Micro USB.
Yep.
How much?
$12.
$12. Yeah.
So because we live out in Whoop Whoop where there's no town lights, when you go outside it's very, very dark. And if something happens going to the chickens or something at night, we can use one of these torches to get out there and see properly. I got distracted because Tim's haggling.
Take 16 for 2. Okay, we'll go around there.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So if you need a TV remote control, wait until you get to Cambodia, which might be a long wait if you can't turn your TV on.
Okay.
So what did he do?
$8.50 each.
$8.50 each, yep.
How much?
Real?
Sorry, real. Yeah. I feel.
This one.
Yep. Yeah.
70,000.
Yeah.
So that started off as $12 each, but then he got it down to $8.50, which is a very reasonable price. Don't be aggressive or mean when you're haggling. If the price is not right for you, just walk away. 5 times out of 10, when you walk away, they will come after you and tell you that that price is acceptable anyway. And if they don't, that means the price is not good for them. And you do not want somebody to sell you something where the price is not good for both of you. So he's testing them to make sure they work well for us, which is very nice.
And it was $70,000, 70,000 real for one, or for two. So when I paid him 140,000 real, no, and gave me the money back.
Oh, Khmer people are so nice. If we muck up the money and make a mistake, they literally tell us. It's crazy. I don't even want to know how much a charging cable is here because we bought one at the Aeon Centre yesterday. So we've got the wok, we've got the 2 torches and the 2 hammocks. We've got everything that was on our list, so that's it. We stop now. I'm going to keep spending money for nothing. Everything we've got has been a great price, and we've made sure that we haven't bought too much weight to take back on the plane, but we are so happy with everything we got. So very, very cool. So on the way out, we're going to get 2 of my $2, maybe 3 of my $2 baskets, and they should sit inside the wok in the luggage, hopefully, and they are very cool for picking vegetables at Vintage Food Farm. So I can take a basket out, which I already do, but I've got flat ones. This one's much deeper, so that would be cool for things like sweet potatoes and papaya. And I find the baskets are so durable, they wash, so you can wash your fruit and veg in them, and they dry out and last for ages. Really cool. I didn't want to ask how much the charging cables were at that shop, because we got them at the Aeon Mall yesterday, so we would have paid a lot more, so best not to know. Here's our favourite restaurant that we haven't been to this time, but we love, with the real Khmer food. That is real Khmer food right there. So I'm going to buy 3 of these beautiful baskets, which I've gotten from out here. And the guys undone them for me. And this place has so many gorgeous baskets. Heaps and heaps and heaps and heaps. And all of these. And I bought these 3, which I'm very happy with. So whenever you're buying baskets, always check to make sure they are in good condition and they're not broken. Also check to make sure that they don't have any weevils or bugs. So you're either looking for little bugs or you're looking for a fine white sawdust. If you get home and you find that your baskets do have any weevils or anything in them, don't panic. Just spray them with some fly spray, or put them in a bucket of water for a few days, or put them in the freezer, and that will kill them, and then they will be absolutely fine. And when you go through biosecurity into Australia and they see the baskets, they're absolutely fine with them, and they will tell you if you have any bugs, just spray them with some fly spray or put them in the freezer. But I'm very, very happy with my 3 beautiful baskets. I am such a sucker for baskets. I am obsessed with them and I love them. And look at these. These are trays that you put all your food on in the middle of your Cambodian dinner table. Very traditional Khmer baskets. I didn't haggle or anything. I just paid $2 each for these baskets, which I'm really happy with, so I just paid that. Hello! So that is it. We are stinking hot here at the Urussi markets, Urussi markets in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. We're going to get a tuk-tuk back to the hotel and have a cold drink. If you feel like it, and only if you feel like it, like and subscribe. But most importantly, stay calm in the farm.